Hello, and this is the Nerd Zone, and we are playing the Mists of Pandaria beta.
Yeah, we're having a look at Wise Mari. He's the first boss in Temple of the Jade Serpent. I was playing a Mistweaver monk, whilst Tommy was tanking on a warlock.
Yeah, Scribblers, I'm doing it. Okay, so, yeah,
Uh, it's just so I really don't like the Mistweaver monk at all for healing. It's so hard, and it just really isn't my cup of tea, really.
to be honest though, the melee healing is bugged, or at least was bugged when we made this. But
Well,
the
I wouldn't say it was bugged. It's just very, very hard to do because you need to have both the statues up, and or later on, you'll see I got out of range of the statues, so I couldn't actually heal doing melee.
well, Blizz has said that it's easier to heal with the Mists healing at the minute, which is basically not meleeing. So, but the
Uh,
Warlock tanking seems to be okay. I mean, I had gemmed entirely for mastery and stamina, despite what people said. And yeah,
well, you obviously don't do as much DPS, but you seem to get the job done.
just about. But the tactics for this fight are basically you got to kill I think, three or four of the water elementals, as we just killed one there, and then kill the ads following it. You need to watch out for the stuff that drops with the little oozlings, and stay away from the dark water, which is why we're over in this light water. And
Yeah, it's the
some other elementals.
easiest place to tank the boss because this way you won't get hurt by any of the dark water.
There is a phase two to this, although currently I don't know if it was a bug. I soloed this boss recently, and he didn't have phase two when I soloed him. So whether that's a change in a patch or anything, I'm not sure. Probably just a bug.
This is ridiculous. That the mastery for the Mistweaver summons all these healing orbs that don't do anything unless you run to pick them up. So if they basically just sit there until somebody picks them up, it's a waste.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. The mastery for the Warlock, though, at the minute is pretty good in the way that currently I have 25 mastery, which is a 50% damage reduction. If I put Dark Soul knowledge, is that right? Dark Soul? Uh,
Yes, Dark Soul knowledge.
it gives me 50 something mastery, so I have 100% damage resistance. Although I think it might be bugged because I still die during that. So I think the mastery for the Glyph of Demon Hunting is still bugged, but it does do 8 damage reduction.
Yeah, well, it does the damage reduction of your already damage reduction from armor and stuff, so it's obviously not as much as you would think.
Yeah, but it's still quite good to stack mastery and stamina.
What's good to stack mastery is any demonology warlock.
And as you can see here, I have a Felimp that's at the bottom of the screen. It's I have that for the cauterize that it does. I get an attack called Command Demon, which means that I use it. It deals about 1,500 damage to me, and then heals me for 20,000 over about 10 seconds, which is pretty good to use on cooldown, 30-second cooldown, and it gives a stamina buff, so more health.
Yeah, I would be normally be the one playing the warlock, but I don't generally like how the tanking works, so we thought it'd be easier if Tom tried it.
Yeah, and at this time, the EU character copying wasn't working, so you didn't have yours anyway.
Just say up front, you're not really meant to be tanking on a warlock. We just thought it'd give it a go for fun, see what we
Ah,
can
okay,
do.
yeah. If you didn't know that, that's why I said Scribblers at the start. They said they don't want warlocks to tank.
This shield thing that's going on here with the monk, it makes you immune to all damage. You can't cast any spells, but it heals you over time, so it's kind of like a glorified ice block for mages. It's very good. We figured out if you put it on the warlock pet when you've got soul link, you can actually heal the warlock without causing him to go into the bubble, which is very, very good.
Yeah, it also stops any AoEs from hitting the pet from damaging the warlock due to Soul Link. And if you don't know, Soul Link basically shares the health pools of the pet and the warlock.
Which is really nice because say if the pet's got about 70k health, it's like basically giving another 70k health to the warlock.
Yeah,
This is
and depending on the pet, you're going to get more, obviously. I think the Void Lord, which I was trying out, and I think I tried against the next boss, gives me an extra about 100,000 health overall. It's better using the Void Lord for health, but you don't get the heal, or you don't give the Braid the stamina buff. So I still prefer the fellow.
Yeah, here because of the statues, the spinning crane kick is actually healing us slightly. whilst I'm AoEing the corrupted droplets.
Okay, I don't know if you
I
saw
noticed
that. I got hit by the water.
yeah,
It hits
this
her at
phase,
80k.
yeah, this phase you've just basically got to run around him, beat him up. This is such an easy boss. It's ridiculous. I had to do like hardly any healing.
Yeah, and this is the phase that didn't actually work for me when I tried soloing it. But I did solo it. He just seemed to die as soon as he entered this phase. And I don't think I'm that scary, so...
Of course, this is beta, so there's going to be bugs all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few bugs with like the models. If you see, I'm in Dark Apotheosis, which is a permanent demon form. I went Metamorphosis here. But the wings on it are very buggy currently. But yeah, for some reason it just gives you wings, doesn't give you an actual demon form. But it's a good glyph. It basically gives you a taunt and converts some attacks. Basically makes it so you can off-tank, I think was the goal.
So everything you're saying is entirely subject to change since it's pretty early in the beta still. It might be completely different by the time it goes live.
Yeah, well, currently the fight isn't hard at all. I mean, we're still level 85, we haven't even done any quests or anything. So on my Warlock, this is the only thing I've done for EXP. I've been playing other classes, using pre-mades and stuff.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons I hate the monk, because I've basically run out of mana from having to use jab a lot, and it costs so much mana for a basic healing ability. It doesn't even heal for very much, and it doesn't generate much chi either. So it's not. I really don't think it's worth it as it is.
Yeah, when we did this, they had was it the Jasmine tea that gives you back chi?
Yes, yeah.
They're removing that in the next patch.
It costs about 9,000 mana and gives you 3 chi, as opposed to the jab costing 6k mana and giving you 1 chi. So I thought this was a much better way. Look, here I'm channeling Cherry Mana Tea, which is the main way to regenerate mana as the monk. It's every time you spend 3 chi, you gain a charge for your Mana Tea, and every few seconds you spend casting that, you regenerate 1% of your mana.
Yeah, I think it'd be important just to explain at the minute that the monk has two ways of healing currently, in case you haven't picked it up. You've got the statues, which are still down the bottom, because Archie didn't move them up. Basically, you can click on them for a heal, or if any damage you do to any targets will heal anyone within range of the statues. I think, is it 100 yards? Something like that?
It's about 20 yards or something. It's
Oh,
not very
okay.
good.
Then I was miles off. But yeah, or they could use mist weaving, which is where they basically have a heal over time they keep up, and they use some just pure heals. But they still use chi and mana. Does that make sense?
Yeah, there's a spell you can use, and it refreshes the heal over time on everybody that has it, which is very good because it doesn't actually cost any mana to do that. It just costs 2 chi. So it basically means you don't have to spend any mana to heal with that. It's very, very nice.
The whole goal of the Mistweaver is to keep spending chi and generate it as fast as possible. Then you get your mana back fast. And I don't know, did you use Touch of Death then? I didn't see. But the glowing attack on the bar that just faded was a Touch of Death. Basically one-shots anything if it's flashing. Quite funny.
Well, it doesn't one-shot anything. It deals damage equal to your health.
But
you
it
can
only works
things
when...
that have less health than you.
Yeah, so it does one-shot.
Look at that armor. It's ridiculous.
Looking at that. And I don't know if it's a bug, but currently they just disenchant into the Heavenly Shards.
Well, I don't think they have the current enchanting gear.
No, they don't.
So,
but it's quite good though to see 410 gear, which is heroic dragon soul, I think.
yeah. Yeah, that was Wise Mari on a monk and a warlock. It's such an easy fight. It's ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.